Hey there, welcome to GracedHealth. This is a bonus episode to tell you about something I am really excited about. I have been praying about the right time, the right method, the right way to do this, and in God's perfect timing, this has been a new release from my podcast provider, which is Buzzsprout, and this is called subscriptions. So I want to tell you a little bit about subscriptions, what you will get with it, and all of the details, because I am hoping that you will join me in this what I'm calling an experiment. It's just 4 months right now. So let me share with you the 4 main things that you will get when you subscribe to Graced Health Plus. The first is what I talked about on the last episode, which is community. So when you sign up with GracedHealth Plus, you will be invited to our live Zoom monthly meetups. What I'm going to do, and again, we're just figuring this out, but what I'm going to do is for those who have signed up by April 21st, I am going to send out an email with some sort of survey or form. I think Doodle is one of them. Something, I'm not quite sure, to figure out the best day and time. And then we will settle on a standard day and time. So for example, like the final Friday of the month at 10 a.m. Central, something like that. I don't know what is the best for you. I don't know if you typically have like a standard lunch hour, if you work. I don't know if evenings are better, if Saturday mornings. And so I hesitate to create something until I know what is best for you, for the community. And then these Zooms will be recorded and emailed out to the Graced Health Plus subscribers. So if you can't miss it, but you want to hear the topic of the day, you will still get to hear it and see it. I think you'll be able to see it, but even if you can't make it there. But of course, I want you to be there because that's the whole part of this. If you listened in on Tuesday, I won't reiterate all of it, but I'm really hoping to join or to create and cultivate more of a virtual / in-person community where we can talk back and forth, and like I can hear from you and you can talk to each other and help each other out. So if you haven't listened to that episode, go check it out. And the way I'm going to structure it is we will have a specific topic that will be emailed out ahead of time. So you'll know what we're talking about. And if you want to join, you can. And I hope you do. And if you don't, then that's okay. I will have suggestions. So like a feedback form or something like that. I want to know what you want to talk about. We are going to do just a few really small movements, either in our chair or at our desk. So if you are taking a lunch break at your desk, or maybe you've been working all day, again, I'm not sure what day and time because that is up to the community as a whole. But we'll do a few little small movements. We'll have some encouragement. And then when it makes sense or when it's desired, we'll do some accountability. And we're going to work through this as we go because this is new to me as well. So that's the first thing, is community. The second thing you'll get in this subscriptions is what I'm calling, and this is my friend Tamara gave me the name for this and I love it, Amy Uncut. So these are going to be short episodes, about twice a month or whenever it strikes my fancy. And more than likely, they will be recorded when I'm on a walk, which is often I'll get these little ideas or inspiration. And what I envision doing is pulling it out, kind of communicating that with you in about 5 minutes and giving that little, either it's a motivation or an answer to a question I've been recently asked. It might be something with a little more vulnerability. It might be something just kind of fun and light, but it's more uncut. So it's not going to be edited. It's not going to have the music. I'm not going to do the whole intro spiel. We're just going to jump in. I'm going to record. You might hear birds in the background or a dog barking, and it's uncut. But this is what is going to enable me to be able to do this and stay timely with it, rather than feeling like I've got to provide a moderately edited, more polished episode like I do with the other ones. As you know, I don't heavily edit, but I like it to be a good experience for you. And this will be a good experience. It'll just, we'll just have a little bit of earth in the background. We'll just call it that. So this is something too, that when you are a Graced Health Plus subscriber, I will have that form. And if you have requests for topics or something or a question, then you can throw it in there and I will try and answer it. The third thing we will have is every other week, I am going to release an audiobook chapter of my book, Your Worthy Body. So this is edited. This is clean. And I am just going to take the same audiobook that is out there on Audible and put it out here for you to listen to. So it will slowly drip out. I think the book is 22 chapters, maybe including an intro, maybe not. And we're just going to do that every other week. So that is something that I'm excited for you to be able to listen in. And of course, if you are joining late, then I think you can go back and listen to older episodes through the Graced Health Plus through the subscription. And then finally, I will send out on a timeline no more than once a week, maybe more like every other week, fitness-focused emails with either workouts or movements or warm-ups that I'm putting out there. And I think that you will enjoy. I have heard a lot of people saying, I'm so interested in the things that you have, but I just don't want to go search for them. I don't want to have to go find them on YouTube. I don't want to have to go scroll through the Instagram reels and see what's there. And so this is just going to be like, hey, here it is. This is simple. I'm just giving that to you. So again, I really don't like to clutter up your inbox. So it will not be any more than once a week, and it'll probably be a little bit less than that. So this is the deal. I have these 4 offerings for you for value for when you subscribe to Graced Health Plus. And when you do subscribe, you will also be helping me. Without a doubt, I feel called to do this podcast. Someone asked me one time, well, how are you going to do the podcast? And I was like, as long as it brings me joy and as long as I feel like God is wanting me to do it. And I gladly create content that I believe is valuable. But as I've mentioned before, at its core, there is no money in podcasting. I do run a few ads through Buzzsprout ads, and I am grateful for the income, but it is, I am not putting food on the table with that. I will just tell you. In fact, I looked at my reports because I was like, how much have I earned? So I've been doing Buzzsprout ads for 6 months, and I've earned, as of today, when I'm recording this, $76.78. In 6 months. And I should be able to do the math in my head. My dad would be very disappointed if I wasn't doing it. What is that? About $12 plus a month. So, it's helpful, but it's not a ton. So this is an opportunity for you to offer value for the value you receive. And I want to say right now, if this is not something you can do, I honor that. I do not expect it. It's just something that would be helpful to me and helpful to get this message out even more. The more I get out of my little bubble and into other community-focused groups outside of my little health and fitness bubble, I realize that we still have a lot of messaging to change and a lot of awareness to create surrounding balance and sustainability and taking away the just obsessiveness of our bodies and our food and our fitness. And so when you do this, you will help with this mission. You will directly impact my ability to get this information out even more. How this works is the Graced Health Plus episodes will appear directly in your feed wherever you listen to your podcasts. I know through my stats, many of you listen to Apple Podcasts. And so this will show up in your Apple Podcast feed right alongside the normal ones. The Graced Health Plus will have a little lock by it. And if you are not a member or not a subscriber, then you just won't be able to listen to that episode. All of the episodes that you get nothing will change. Like nothing right now, and I have no plans to, but you just never say never. Nothing is changing in terms of the podcast. It's just that these will be supplemental ones directly in your feed. So this is the thing that I love about this. It's simple. It is already where you are going. Wherever you listen to your episodes, unless it is on my site, you will be able to just play the next one and you don't have to go somewhere different for them. So this is really appealing to me. And as I mentioned, the rest of the podcast is not changing, but subscribing to GracedHealth Plus will offer you just a few more intimate ways of connecting, especially through those monthly Zoom calls. I am very hopeful for those. I'm excited for those. My dad used to say, okay, well, this is an experiment. So he would create things or make things, or we would do things and he'd be like, this is an experiment. So that's what I'm saying. This is an experiment. I am experimenting with this for 4 months. So I'm committed to do this for 4 months. And you can sign in and opt out at any time. You don't have to do it for 4 months. You can do it for 1 month and go, you know what? This isn't for me. I want out. And that's okay. I respect that. But I'm committing to 4 months, and then we're just going to assess. We're going to assess based on participation and feedback and just how things are going. Now, if you are interested in doing this, though, I really encourage you to sign up as soon as you can, because if you're like, well, I don't know, then if you're like me, number one, you'll forget. And also, it won't give me a good idea of if this is working or not. So I would love it if you would kind of join in sooner rather than later, so I know if this is going to be something that I can strategically plan for the rest of the year. Now, just as an incentive, the first 10 people to sign up through the Buzzsprout subscription or through subscriptions will also get a free live Be Complete class. So this will be done over Zoom, and I will lead the class and you will join me, and we will customize that as best as I can to what's working, what you need some attention on. So maybe your back is tight, or maybe your hips are kind of hurting. And so I will kind of, as best as I can, create this as I go to meet you where you are that day. So that'll just be one free Be Complete class. And again, we will figure out a time that works best for everyone. And if you can't make it for the live class, then you will get a link that's available for 72 hours or something like that. How do you sign up? I'm glad you asked. So you will see in your feed an episode with a little lock button by it. So go in that episode and just click on it and follow the directions in the episode. It's that simple. Or I will also have a link in these show notes. So if you want to just pull it up from here and sign up there, that would be great. And then what's the cost? The cost is $6 a month, and you get all of those things. So you get the connection calls, you get Amy Uncut, you get Your Worthy Body, one chapter every other month, and then you get easy, simple access to fitness-focused movements, workouts, warm-ups, all of that kind of stuff, like the stuff that I'm putting out there. It's all in one simple place. I hope that seems like an appropriate value for what you get. I feel like it's a decent amount, but I guess we'll see. We'll just see with who signs up and who doesn't. So I really hope you join me with that. I just can't wait to see you, see your face, talk to you kind of live over Zoom, and just take this to that next level, to that next step. So I really hope you sign up. It's in the show notes, and we will hopefully see you on Zoom soon. Okay, that's all for today. Have a grace day.